Hello, you're watching Dukascopy TV and this is Targets in Focus. On today's interview, I'm speaking to the head of markets at Monex Europe, Eimear Daly, about why she believes the euro is behaving so resiliently. She joins me now on the line from London. Eimear, thanks for coming on again. There's been a lot of talk recently about the so-called emerging markets sell-off. You believe the single currency is acting like a sort of reserve currency in the midst of all this, don't you?
Yeah, I think what is interesting is if you look at the Chicago Futures Trading Commission data, which shows that overall futures positions in the market actually turned long euro just at the time when the market really sold out of emerging market currencies and risk assets. And if we actually look at historical trading patterns over that time, you can see this massive appreciation of the euro against emerging market currencies. Even if you look at the euro's performance against the dollar, really the euro didn't have that much of a reaction to this whole tapering debate. You know, it lost obviously a few cents against the dollar, but was really quick to regain those cents. And I would argue that actually the euro has almost an amnesty against this whole tapering debate. And it's going to be one of those currencies that really doesn't sell off if the US Fed does go ahead and taper asset purchases.
Now, do you think we're going to see greater upside movements in the euro, and has this been priced in already?
I think the thing about the euro is that basically all bad expectations have been priced into its valuation. The market has always been skeptical of the euro, skeptical about its survival. And the more and more kind of political storms, economic storms it's weathered, it's almost immune to that now. I think there's so much downside that's already priced into the euro that everything that comes out slightly above expectations, slightly signaling growth, produces a push higher in the euro. There's way more upside moves in the euro currency than downside moves.
What's your opinion on growth in the eurozone? Some are sceptical, others believe the region is in the process of a full recovery. Are you feeling bullish about the recovery?
I am very optimistic about the eurozone recovery. I don't think it's going to be this rapid recovery, this rapid rebound, that we've seen maybe in history. I think the reality is this is a very slow growth recovery. What we're seeing now is stabilization. The really positive things when it comes to the euro is that the economy overall has rebalanced. I think the most significant point to single out in this is its current account surplus. We had chronic current account deficits leading us into the crisis, and now we've come to current and trade account surpluses, which shows that it has rebalanced. It is exporting its way out of recovery, and I think if the eurozone does recover, it'll be a slow recovery, but it will be more sustainable, and it will be a balanced recovery, which is really going to protect it against any kind of negative external factors going forward. It's going to lead to more resilient growth.
Finally, Eimear, could you just run through your projections for the euro against the dollar, the Swiss franc and the pound over a 1, 3 and 12-month period, please?
Yeah, I think over the next month, euro dollar is going to remain pretty much range trading. And I see it around the 133, 134 level. And obviously this is because of concern over what the Fed will actually do in their September meeting. But I do think in 3 months' time we are going to see a stronger euro dollar. I actually do predict that we'll see a little bit of USD weakness. I don't think the Fed will taper asset purchases in September. I think in 12 months' time we're going to have the euro up around 139 against the dollar, primarily based on more growth coming through in the euro and really the resilience of the euro and kind of more measures being put in place to kind of reinforce the stability of the currency. Against Euro Swiss, I think the normalization of financial markets is the main kind of risk when it comes to this currency. I do think we're coming back to more normal times, and the Swiss franc will depreciate. So I see an upward trajectory with this currency. In one month's time, I see it at 125, 3 months 126, and 12 months 131. Euro against sterling, I don't think sterling's current strength, I think it's overbought at this stage. I think we have risk of kind of a pushback from the Bank of England that they will do more QE or will reinforce their forward guidance. And I also don't think the UK recovery is pretty sound. So I do see a correction higher in Euro GDP back up to 0.85 in 1 month, 3 months 0.88, and 12 months 0.89.
Thanks for joining me today on Targets in Focus. Tomorrow I'll be sampling the latest on the New Zealand dollar and the country's battle with soaring house prices. But until then, enjoy your day or night. Goodbye.